Super to be chatting to Nick Paddock about the Cliffy Miller runners on Friday, and they'll start off in race 1 with Oh My Gucci Girl, and she'll really enjoy the claim 4 of Nervin Nastilli.
Yeah, it was a bit of a disappointing run last time. I don't think the blinkers, I think had a bit of an adverse effect on her. So taking them off again, we've got the claim 4 of the kid on. She is a filly that will probably enjoy it. She's not the biggest girl, but she's still growing into herself and still a developing frame. Obviously she's going to enjoy the 14. Hopefully she can get a soft lead and she can do it from there, but she needs to come out the pens first. Hoping for the best from her. She can improve into the quartets with bottom weight, but we're hoping for the best there.
Up next in race 2, Sunset Raw.
Yeah, what you see is what you get with her. She's not going to Hollywood. She's a battler. But fair enough, she's been holding form. Her last run was a bit disappointing on grass. Back to the poly 5. She got 54 kilos on her back. She's getting a lot of weight from a lot of horses at the top. She can show here and she can also find places, but I'm not going to be going wild.
In race 3, we'll see Princess Virginie. Now, she showed very well on local debut last time out.
Top run. Just concerned that it's a mile now. I would have preferred a 14. She was in for a 14 next week, but she drew a bit wide. So we decided to take our chances here. She's doing really well at home, and I think she's a major runner. Obviously, it's nice to get a couple of kilos from horses at the top, but I think there's 1 or 2 with 48 in there. So it's obviously a bit tricky, but she's a big runner, and she's probably one of my better chances on the day.
In race 4, we'll see Winter Journey. Now, she's better than her recent form suggests.
Yeah, she really needs to start showing now. I think she's with the +2 on her back. I think she's probably has to improve drastically to feature.
And this lovely boy in shot is Bonnet Creek. We'll see him in action in race 5. I think he's really going to enjoy being back on the poly surface. He'll be joined by Georgie George, who's finding it really hard to get to the start for career run number 22. At least it wasn't his fault last time out.
No, not his fault. I have to blame Marco there. But yeah, he jumps back on him. If it all goes to plan, if he behaves, I think he's going to be a major runner. He's doing exceptionally well at home. I think he would have gone well last week. We back him up quite quickly. Obviously, he didn't run. So he was quite happy. It was a bit of a day off for him. So he's in a really good space. He's doing really well. And I think if everything goes to plan, if he behaves, major runner, and probably my best on the day. Bonnet, he's battling to regain form now. We're hoping for the best. We've tried a pair of blinkers on him. He is back on poly, hoping for the best, and I think at best he can find back into quartets.
And in race 6, the yard will close with PashtoNW, and he was doing his best work late over a similar track and trip last time out. Yeah,
I think him and Muzi, they got a bit of a bad start in that race. They meet each other again. I think they're probably the 2 horses to beat. He wasn't going to take part, and the field cut up to a really small and a bit shallow, and decided to leave him in. And he's in a 66 again. He should be running for 67, but he's off a 69. It was his last winning mark. I've put a pair of blinkers on him, maybe just to try and sharpen him up. Doing well at home, must be included in everything.
Pash always gives of his best, and I also do feel that he's a very, very strong runner for quartets.